Why did the smartphone go out with the charger? Because it couldn't resist the connection. A little tech humor for you, but let's get serious. Welcome to Modern World Dynamics, where we're about to debunk some modern dating myths that have been making the rounds. It's no secret that the dating game has evolved over the years, and with it, a myriad of myths have emerged. These myths can often lead to confusion, unrealistic expectations, and even disappointment. From the idea of finding that one perfect partner, to the belief that men need to chase women to win them over, these myths can do more harm than good. It's time we clear the air and set the record straight. So, if you're ready to see these myths for what they truly are, just myths, then you're in the right place. So buckle up as we navigate this roller coaster of modern dating myths together. Ever heard of the phrase, the one? No, not Neo from Matrix, but the mythical perfect partner. It's like trying to find a unicorn in a field of horses. You're setting yourself up for a wild goose chase. Picture this, you're at a party and your friend introduces you to someone. They're attractive, funny, and love the same obscure indie band that you do. Boom, you think, this is it, this is the one. Fast forward a few months and you're realizing that they chew with their mouth open and have an irrational fear of garden gnomes. Suddenly, the one doesn't seem so perfect. This myth can lead to disappointment and unrealistic expectations. It's like expecting every pizza to be the best pizza. But let's be real, even a bad pizza is still a pizza, right? The truth is there's no perfect one. There are many potential ones out there, each bringing their own unique flavor to the relationship pizza. So remember, there's no one, but many potential ones out there. Next up, we have the case of onitis, not a rare disease, but a common dating ailment. Now, what's this onitis, you ask? Picture this, a chap who's convinced that there's only one woman in the entire universe for him. He's so mesmerized, so completely hooked, that he can't imagine anyone else ever coming close. Sounds romantic, right? Well, not so fast. This fixation isn't just about adoration. It's an obsession that can lead to self-sabotage in future relationships. Think of our friend John. He met Jane, and they hit it off. But Jane moved on while John's still stuck on Jane. He compares every date to Jane and they just don't measure up. Poor John is still single while Jane's off getting married to someone else. Now don't get us wrong, it's great to cherish someone, but when you've got onitis, you're not just cherishing. You're chaining yourself to an idea, a fantasy, and that's not healthy. You're closing yourself off to the myriad of amazing people out there. So, don't let onitis hold you hostage. There's a whole world of people out there. Halfway through our myth-busting journey, we stumble upon the chase. Picture this, you're in a romantic comedy, chasing the love of your life through an airport, ready to declare your undying love. Sounds perfect, right? Well, in reality, life isn't a rom-com, and airports have more security than a bank vault. Now let's talk about the real world. The dating myth we're tackling here is the idea that men need to chase women to win their affection. It's time to put this one to bed, folks. You're not a cheetah chasing down a gazelle on the Serengeti. If someone is genuinely interested in you, it will be evident. You won't need to chase them down, they'll meet you halfway. And let's not forget, this isn't just about debunking archaic dating myths. It's about fostering healthier relationships based on mutual respect and interest. So, if you find yourself in a high-speed dating chase, maybe it's time to take a pit stop and refuel your self-assurance. Because at the end of the day, genuine connection beats the thrill of the chase every time. Remember, it's not about the chase, it's about mutual interest and respect. Before we dive into our next myth, don't forget to like and subscribe to Modern World Dynamics for more myth-busting content. Now, let's tackle one of the most pervasive and damaging myths out there, the notion of negative masculinity. This myth suggests that expressing masculinity in any form is inherently harmful or toxic, but that's far from the truth. You see, masculinity, just like femininity, is a part of our human identity. And it's neither good nor bad in itself. It's all about how we express and channel it. For instance, consider the concept of resilience, a trait often associated with masculinity. There's nothing wrong with being resilient. In fact, it's a great quality to have. It becomes a problem only when resilience turns into stubbornness and the inability to accept help or admit when we're wrong. Let's take another example. Competitiveness. It's a trait that can drive us to achieve great things, to strive for progress and improvement. But when competitiveness becomes cutthroat, when it's about winning at all costs, that's when it becomes harmful. The same goes for all masculine traits. It's not about suppressing them, but about expressing them in a healthy, balanced way. It's about understanding that being masculine doesn't mean you can't also be compassionate, empathetic, and open to expressing emotions. So the next time you hear someone talk about negative masculinity, remember this: masculinity is not the enemy. The enemy is the misinterpretation and misuse of masculinity. It's the stereotype that men should be tough, emotionless, and dominating at all times. That's not real masculinity. Real masculinity is about strength, but also about kindness. It's about courage, but also about vulnerability. It's about leadership, but also about listening and understanding. Embrace your masculinity. It's not a weakness, but a strength when expressed healthily. And there you have it, folks. A few common dating myths busted. We've traversed the landscape of modern dating, from the elusive concept of the one to the detrimental fixation of onitis. We've discussed the misguided belief that men have to chase women to win their affection, and the misconception that masculinity is somehow negative. The truth is, dating is a complex game, and these myths only serve to complicate it further. So let's strip away the falsehoods and focus on what's important: being true to ourselves, embracing our individuality, and recognizing the value we bring to relationships. But hey, don't just take my word for it. We'd love to hear your thoughts on these dating myths. Have you experienced any of them? Do you have any other myths to add to the list? Drop your stories and insights in the comments section. Who knows? Your experience might just be the guiding light for someone else navigating the labyrinth of modern dating. Now, before we wrap up, I've got something exciting to share with you. If you've ever dreamed of breaking free from your 9-to-5 job and becoming a full-time content creator, we've got the perfect solution for you. It's our YouTube AI Masterclass. We'll show you how to grow your channel from 0 to over 100,000 subscribers, a feat we've achieved for 4 other channels. We'll teach you how to generate a passive income of $10,000 a month, all for just 3 days of work. Plus, you'll be one of the first to use artificial intelligence for content creation, so don't get left behind. The link is in the description below. Remember, your story might just help someone else navigate the tricky world of dating. Until next time, this is Modern World Dynamics, signing off.